Hello my friend, Evan Scoresby here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to create a simple Facebook ad with the goal to get more website visitors. So it doesn't matter really what website you have out there, what you're promoting. If you just have a website where you want to get traffic going to it, to any page, for brand awareness purposes, or if you're promoting a collection of products, or if you're promoting an individual product that you're selling, whatever the case may be, this ad is going to show you how to create that simple Facebook ad just to get website visitors. And so we're here on Facebook, and so one of the first things that you're going to do is when you're on your Facebook account, just click on the menu up here at the top right. And then right here under create, you want to scroll down and choose the one that says add. So create an ad. So I'm going to select that option. And depending on your account, you might have multiple options here on the type of ad that you can create. For this account that I'm using, it gives me two options to either create a new ad or boost a post. I'm going to choose the option to create a new ad. So I'm going to select that. And then before you actually go in and change anything with the ad, you want to make sure that you are on the right ad account. So up here on the top right, it shows which ad account that I'm currently on, which is my personal ad account. And I have a business ad account that I'm using. And so I want to change this from Evan to my DCM ad account. When I select that, it's going to prompt me to leave the site, and all it's going to do is refresh the page. So I'm going to click on leave, and it's going to refresh the page. And now I can go in and start editing the ad. Okay, so on the left-hand side are all the different things that you can edit with the ad. On the right, it shows the ad preview of what it looks like with the options that you select. So we just need to start at the top down on the left. And so this first thing that it's telling us to do is to choose a goal. Now by default, Facebook sets it to automatic, which you can see here that says, let Facebook select the most relevant goal based on the button label and other settings you choose. We don't want to do this. We want to change that goal to be very specific to what we want to do. So we're going to click this gray button that says change. And you can see there's many different options that you can see here. So we are going to choose this option that says get more website visitors. Okay, so I'm going to choose get more website visitors and then click on save. And now my goal has changed. Now the next thing that it's asking is the ad creative. This is the description of the ad. This is what people are going to see when they see your ad promoting whatever it is that you're promoting. Okay. So you can write out the description yourself depending on what you're promoting. For me, I am not an ad copywriter. I stink at coming up with descriptions like this, and so I turn to ChatGPT and AI to help me with this. So by default, it already has some pre-selected information in there from previous, it's just actually pulling it from my Facebook fan page. Which I'm going to be changing. And so I'm going to, be deleting this description here because for this demonstration, I'm going to be promoting a collection of products to sell on Black Friday, right? So, but this is going to go to a website that shows a lot of different products that people can buy, right? But it's going to give me a description that I need to put in here to promote that collection. And so what I did, I just went to ChatGPT here, and if you don't have ChatGPT or any other AI service, I highly recommend that you get it. It's free, you don't have to pay for it. And what I did here with ChatGPT, I just gave it this prompt that said, write a Facebook ad description to promote a collection of products for a Black Friday sale that offers up to 50% off, include emoticons, include hashtags, include a call to action, here's the link. And I just put that in there, and this is what it spit out. This is the ad description. And I already previewed it, and it looks pretty good. So I'm just going to highlight it. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to come back here to my Facebook ad, and I'm going to just paste it right into here. And you can see, boom, it works. It looks good. The formatting all took, sometimes depending on settings, your formatting might be a little off, so you might have to put some line breaks in between the paragraphs and whatnot. And so just make sure that the description looks good, and then I can preview it over here on the right, as you can see here. Okay. So that's the description. The next thing is editing the media. So you can have up to 5 photos or videos that will create a carousel of products. So if you're just promoting one product individually, then you'd have pictures of just that one product. But for this purpose, I'm creating a collection, a product collection where I'm going to be sending the traffic to. And so I'm going to have multiple products from that collection displayed here. And I've already downloaded those products. And so this is the collection here from this demo store where I just chose a few of these products, downloaded their pictures, and saved them to my computer that I'm going to use, for the ad. Okay. And so what I need to do here first is I need to edit and change the media for this. So I'm going to click on that and I'm going to choose upload. Now we have this banner in there already, which I'm going to be deleting because it's not relevant to my ad. And so I'm going to first click on upload and I'm just going to choose this first one. You only can do one at a time. And so when I did it that way, it automatically changed and took out the banner, doing it this way. And then I need to upload the other 4 images. So I'm going to click on upload. And here's open. Oh, this one is changing it completely. So let's actually go back. I'm going to choose that Black Friday one here. I'm going to select it. But then I'm going to select media again here and leave that one there and then click on upload. And I'm going to choose these other options. Now I don't think I have to do one at a time here. So I'm just going to choose the second option and you can see it added it to the bottom here. Click on upload again, choose number 3, upload again, number 4, upload again, number 5. So now I have 5 images of different products that I have on this collection that will be displayed on the ad. And then I'm just going to click on select, and then you can see these images. Okay? And then again, anything that I change on the left is previewing on the right, so I can see how it's going to look. All right, so once I have the media in there, I'm going to come down here to the button label, and instead of learn more, I'm going to change that to shop now. And then it has a default website address in here. I need to change this. So this website address is the website address that is sending people to the collection of products, right? So here is my collection of products page, and up here in the address bar, this is where I want to send people to, right? Because I'm promoting a collection of products, not just an individual one. So I'm going to highlight and copy that URL, come back here to my ad, and paste. All right, so now I got the website URL in there. Now, Facebook recently changed something. There's not an option here to put in a headline. Usually right here there is a headline where I could have a headline that would say like up to 50% off or something like that to kind of promote this collection and this, this ad. But for some reason they made a change and that option is no longer here. So sometimes you just have to learn to adapt with all the changes that Facebook and anything online does, really. So let's just continue to go down through the different options here. So this is asking us to add additional contact methods. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave this Advantage plus Creative on and leave this off. And you can go through and hit the information icon here if you want to learn more about these 2 different things. Next is your audience. Okay, so we have an audience where we can just edit our existing audience. This is who we want to target in the ad. So who's going to be most likely responsive to this ad and who do we want to target, right? And so we can kind of go in here and choose different options and edit the details. We can choose people through our own targeting. We can choose people who just like our page, or we can choose people who like our page and similar people to them. Or we can create a new audience. And you can see I already created a new audience down here called Black Friday Sale. But you want to go through and create a new audience. And I'll go through this process again so you can see this method. But before you create a new audience, you might be asking yourself, how do I target? How do I know what to target, right? What audience do I choose? And you can choose all different kinds of things on your targeting. You can choose lots of different demographic information. You can you target different interests and behaviors people have on Facebook. So Facebook collects a ton of data on its users, right? And they have all these behaviors and interests and demographic information of what you can target for your ad to be shown to people. And so it's really quite relevant and effective if you're able to choose and target the right people, right? So again, a lot of times I have no idea who to target. I might have a little bit of idea just based from past experience, but if this is your first time using Facebook ads and you're just like, targeting, who do I target, right? So again, turn to ChatGPT here. So I asked ChatGPT, based on this ad up here that I did, I asked it to write a headline, but then I said, what are some relevant demographic, interest, and behavior information for this Facebook ad to target the right people? And it brought up a ton of different options, relating to demographics, interests, and behaviors, right? So I can use this information to create my audience, okay? So if I come back here to the Facebook ad, I can create new audience, and I'm going to change the name, Black Friday Sale, and I'll just put 2 because I already have one I created. So this audience name is just for you, right? So you put Black Friday Sale, and you want to choose who to target, men and women, right? So according to ChatGPT, it says all genders. So we're going to leave it men to women, but it says 18 to 55 years, right? It could be expanded based on your product relevance, but I'm going to go with what ChatGPT says. So 18 to 55. So I'm going to drop this down to target 18 to 55. And it's an option for location. So this ad is going to be most relevant to people in the United States because it's a Black Friday special and deal, which there's not a lot of people outside the United States that I'm assuming do not have Black Friday sales at this time because it's an after Thanksgiving holiday. And people in Canada or the United Kingdom, they celebrate Thanksgiving on a different day, right? So we're just going to leave United States as the primary location for targeting. But any other ads you might do, you might want to target other top tier English speaking countries like United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, but for this ad, we're just sticking to the United States. And then for detailed targeting, this is where we can add this demographic and behavior and interest information. And so from what ChatGPT has said, for interests, Black Friday shoppers. Okay, let's look to see if there's anything relating to Black Friday here. So if I type in Black Friday, you can see there's Black Friday shopping, Black Friday resale, Black Friday website, Black Friday deals. So I might want to select all these options. So I'm just going to select the first one and it adds it to my interest here. I'm going to type in Black Friday again and choose this one, the retailer. So I'm just basically going to go through and search for and find different targeting interests and behaviors that I can target people who have this interest, right? So there's 4 different interest keywords here that are targeting for Black Friday specifically, okay? So what other things? So we have online shopping enthusiasts. Okay, let's look at online shopping. Okay, so here's an online shopping retail and interest. Okay, let's do online shopping again. There's an online shopping demographic. Okay, let's do again online shopping. There's online shopping rewards. Sure, let's select that one. And for engaged shoppers, maybe we want to engaged shoppers for behavior. So engaged shoppers, that'd be a good one to target. What other? So we have home and garden. This is if you want to target specific types of products. Holiday shopping, Christmas deals, discounts. Let's look at some of that. Christmas shopping. There's a Christmas shopping interest. Keep that. And let's do discount Okay, so we got discount stores because I'm just thinking a little bit. People who are interested in Black Friday sales are probably interested in discounts, right? So I'm going to select discount stores. See, we have discount and allowances. So you can kind of get the idea. You're selecting all these different interests and behaviors. And so when you feel like you have enough of that information, then you can click on Save Audience. Okay. Since I already have an audience saved for this, I'm not going to save it here, but you would want to click on Save Audience. And then once you have that audience saved, then your Black Friday audience will be selected on that's who you're going to be targeting. Okay. So we got the targeting set up, and then all we need to do next is set up the duration. So by default, it's saying that your ad will run continuously until you pause it. I don't like to choose this option because sometimes I get spacey and I forget, and so sometimes my ads will run forever and I start getting charged all this money that I wasn't planning for. Okay, so you might want to choose when this ad will end so you don't run into that problem. By default, it says 7 days, and so you can set the end date. But if we look at the calendar here, well, that's not the calendar. If we're looking at the calendar, it's not coming up, but Black Friday's coming up in a week. It's November 19th, 2024 right now. So I'd probably want to have it go towards the end of the month, right? So I want to have it go through Black Friday. Maybe I'll just have it go to the 30th, right? So it'll go for 11 days. And by default, we can have it set for $5 a day, but I'd recommend maybe going a little bit higher than that, just to make sure you get a lot of people out there looking at it. So maybe set it up to $10 a day, and it will tell you, and obviously it depends on your budget. So depending on your budget and what you can afford, just set it appropriately. But $5 to $10 a day would be good for just initial test out there. So once I have the budget set and the time set, then I can come down here and choose these placement options, and I'll just leave that turned on. And then you should have your Metapixel activated here. If you don't, that's another video for later on. But I'm going to have multiple pixels, so I just choose the one that I'm going to be using. So I'll choose that one. And then if you don't have a payment method set up, you would just need to submit and set up your payment method. And then once you're ready to promote and get that out there, then we hit publish. I'm not going to hit publish because this is just a demo and this isn't a real store. And this whole purpose of this video is just to show you the mechanics of going through this process to set up a simple ad. But once you hit publish, then it will be in a review status and Facebook will review it, and then it will get approved shortly after that. And then people will start visiting your Facebook ad and seeing your ad, and then they'll click on your ad to go to your store. So you'll start seeing all these website visitors starting to come to your store. So over here on the right side, based on my targeting, based on the dates and the budget, it's estimated daily results, 2,400 to 6,800. Ad will run 11 days. So this will get me several thousand visitors, in this time frame. And with that, people would hopefully buy the products that I'm selling. All right, so that is how you create a simple Facebook ad using this goal of getting more website visitors. So I hope you found that information valuable. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe to this video. And as always, make it a great day, and you have that choice to always make it a great day. Take care. Bye for now.